Hey there, Leo Sun, Leo Moon, Leo Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. Welcome to my channel. Here we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. Today we are talking about the new moon in Gemini. It's happening on June 3rd at 7:35 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time here in the United States. So I want to thank you so much for stopping in. How do you set your new moon intention, right? So for you, Leo, it's happening in your 11th house. That's groups, group activity, community. It's your very public persona. So that's where you want to focus your energies on setting your intentions. And let's check out what the energy is. So you're going to write down, what would you like to do as far as relevance to a group and group activities. Write down all that stuff on the front of the paper, flip it over, and then write down what you're grateful for. It's really important to express gratitude to the universe, because when you do, then they bring in more for you. Okay, so these are interesting. The overall energy for this month is you have the Ace of Pentacles for the month, for the new moon. So the Ace of Pentacles is a new beginning. But I felt like I needed another card, and we have the Four of Swords. And so I feel like there might be a pause, a breath that you need to take, a resting up before you jump into this new beginning. Or you've been resting and now it's time for the new beginning, which could easily be it too, because this definitely looks like a moon here, right? This pentacle. Let's just see what the rest of the cards say. I have laid them out in I have a new layout. I really like it. The messages so far have been amazing. So I'm doing a 9-card spread using the Akashic Tarot. And let's just see, as usual, the card in the center will be the key to the whole situation. And then we're going to do thoughts, feelings, actions, past, present, future. The past is everything before the new moon. The present will be results from the new moon. The future is where the energy of the new moon is going to take you. Okay, yes, so you're resting right now. You're resting right now. That's okay. Okay, so the reason I say that is because you have the Sands of Time in the reverse, which means take a pause, take a breath. So I think you have a new beginning coming, but it's not going to happen like right this minute. I don't think the new moon creates it, but I think it's in your community. So maybe you're getting ready for a move. I feel like you're preparing for a move. You're preparing for a change of job. You're preparing for a new place to live. You're preparing for a new group or organization. Maybe you're about to join a new group or organization. Doesn't necessarily mean you're leaving one, because this is a new beginning, but I feel like there's a change. There's a shift. And if you notice, he is like looking at the Sands of Time slipping away from him. And this is almost as though he feels like, oh my gosh, I'm running out of time. But when it's in the reverse, that means that the Sands of Time are flowing back the other way, which means you have more time than you think you have. Like, you might be feeling a lot of pressure about time, and you're feeling like, I can't be resting. I need to be doing something, but in order to get this new beginning off the ground, but I think you have enough time. I think you have more time than you think you have. So take your time, literally. Take your time. Okay, so, oh my gosh, at the center you have Archangel Michael. Anything that you need as far as overcoming obstacles, releasing negative karma, wow. Any kind of issue that's bothering you, anything that you're feeling hurt about, anything that you're feeling you need to release. Whew, okay, I haven't really been trying to get into anybody's energy, but I'm totally in yours right now, and I feel so stressed. So You have plenty of time. And you have plenty of help. You have Archangel Michael. Call on Archangel Michael to cut through the obstacles, to release the negative karma, to release the negative energies around you, to protect you as you move forward. Because this is how you're feeling. A commitment or a contract has been broken. So, it could be a relationship. It could be a falling out with family or friends. It could be a change of a community, a job, something where there was a group of people that you were associating with in some way. But when I see commitment, this almost looks like legal document or marriage kind of situation. And then moving forward, you feel like you've lost your community. But here's the good news. You have the ability to change the future. You can change the present and you can change the future. You can't do anything about the past. So ask Saint Michael to help you feel at home in the new community that you're moving into. Now this particular thing scene depicts different aspects of different religions, different races, different ethnicities. So I'm not really sure where this community is, but you've been feeling left out, like you ended something and you're afraid. I think you're afraid of feeling left out, but you can change that. You can change that. You can control what happens in the future by the choices and the decisions you make. In the past, you were stepping into your power. Like there was a storm brewing and you're like, I'm large and in charge of my life and I'm making my own choices and decisions, and that was excellent. You should feel that way. In the current situation, though, you're feeling at a loss. You're feeling like, I should have known better. I should have understood what was happening. I should have known better. Because the Hilaron is in the reverse. But again, the Hilaron is about taking the experiences of our life and turning them into wisdom. And so you didn't know better because you had a lesson to learn. And so now is the time to think about what was the lesson that you needed to learn so you can take that information and move forward. So you can actually, so that what the event that happened, the experience, the whatever it is that felt so negative and so hard, you can totally turn that into a life lesson that helps you move forward, that helps you on your path, that helps you move, change the karma, change the direction and the trajectory of your life. You came here to learn this lesson. Clearly it was hard. It was hard. In the future, your thoughts are like, I don't even know where to start. I think that's that Four of Swords, this is like, I have a new beginning and I don't even know where to start. It feels like a delay, right? And I'm not sure that this is negative or positive. I'm not sure. It might be that you need to take your time. So I'm going to put it in the sideways because, again, you can control. When you're ready, you can move forward. We have this Four of Swords saying, go ahead and rest. We have the Six of Scrolls with the sands of time there running out, but you have more time because it's upside down. So it is okay that you are not ready to start yet. It is okay to take your time. When you're ready, you'll know. You'll know. Make sure you're calling on Saint Michael. In the past, you have felt like you were playing a game and you were losing because you have the chess game. Like somebody was strategizing and moving the chess pieces around and maybe it wasn't you. And you feel like you were outmaneuvered, you were manipulated, you didn't get this situation, whatever this was really hard on you. And you're like, I've had enough of this. I'm out of here. I'm tired of your games. I feel you just going. But now you're like, oh my gosh, the world is on top of me. But again, this is the present. You can do what you want. You can stand on the mountaintop and see everything that you need to see. Call on Saint Michael. Call on Saint Michael to come and help you. Call on Saint Michael. He will clear the path. He can help you feel like you're back on top of the world. You can do this. I know right now you're feeling like, I don't know about that, but you can. So, in the future position, I really feel like I want to say your positive attitude is going to be everything. Your positive attitude is going to be everything. Choose a positive attitude. It is how you are going to create the best outcome moving forward. Things are changing. Things are changing. You have plenty of time. If you don't want to rush into it, that's fine. But this right here is Spirit is knocking on the door. Open the door and let him in, because it was in protection. Open the door. Let in Spirit. Let in the love of the divine. Let in the guidance. They're knocking. Let them in. I'm turning that in the upright because you can turn it in the upright. Can't do anything about all this. This moving forward, you totally can. You have plenty of time. I know you need some rest. You look exhausted. But you can do this. You can do this. Let's get a little guidance on how you can work with your thought process to create a better attitude, to help you to make better decisions and choices. And you're nearing the end of your solar cycle. So we've got all that eclipse energy coming up in the sign of Cancer, which is in your 12th house. And that's hopes, goals, dreams, and wishes. And so there'll be the new beginning with it in Cancer, which will be about which will be about the new beginnings of what do you want to create. So go ahead and take your time. And when that new moon comes, I think it's July 1st, then, you'll be ready. You'll be ready to make some plans, and that eclipse energy will really push you forward, right? And then there will be the eclipse of the full moon in Capricorn, which for you, Leo, would be in your 12th house. No, your 6th house of day-to-day activities, health, work-life balance. And so release what in your life isn't working in the day-to-day activities, what's holding you back. That'll be in July. So release that and be ready to move forward. But this month, it looks like a resting, like I like getting your energy, gaining it back in, spending some time asking for the help and the guidance you need, and feeling like you're righting the world, like it's not on top of you. Listen to the information, distill it down. Okay, yes, you have higher power. The divine is asking you to call on him for support, for information, for guidance. Listen to your higher self. Spend some time. Talk to St. Michael. And when you hear that little snarky voice being sarcastic in your head, that's him. I can tell you that right now. He can be very loving and kind and gentle and supportive. But if you are in a state of self-pity, he'll call you out on it. In the most loving way, but he will call you out on it. So when you're feeling like, oh my gosh, I gotta stop acting like that, you're being guided and directed in that. Wow, did you get a bunch of information here? So, show the world the real you. Show the world the real you. That's that full moon in Aquarius. That is going to happen during August, during the time of Leo. So I feel like once the sun makes it into Leo, you are going to be clicking along. I feel like there's just this little pause here. Your hard work is paying off. That's that full moon in Capricorn that's going to happen next month. So, that's a new moon in Capricorn, but it doesn't matter. Your hard work is paying off. You're going to get there. And your emotions are running high, and it's the end of a tough cycle that approaches. Oh, here's the full moon in Capricorn. So we have the new moon and the full moon in Capricorn both showing up here. So yes, that eclipse is going to be really powerful for you. It's going to release a lot of things that you've been working on emotionally, because your emotions are running high. Your emotions are running high. And then I think that by the time you get to, so release that energy next month. I know we're talking about the Gemini new moon, but I feel like for you, this Gemini new moon is not as much about starting anything as it is about changing your attitude. I think focusing on how you feel about community, whatever your community is that's changing, if it's work, or if you guys have moved, or if there is a breakup in a relationship, somehow your community life is shifting. The people that you hang out with, in some way, it's shifting. So, and it's got you doubting yourself because you feel like you were manipulated and outplayed, and you feel like you should have known about what was happening, but you didn't. Well, you didn't. Okay, so time to take a little time out and say, okay, what did I miss? What signs were right there and I totally missed them, so I won't miss them next time. There's nothing you can do about what happened in the past. You can prepare for the future. And call on your intuition, call on your divine, call on your ancestors, your spirit guides, and St. Michael. I didn't mean to cover him up. And St. Michael to move you forward. And I think that July ends up being a time of releasing the negative energy and starting. I think that's when the Ace of Pentacles happens. I think that's when you start moving things forward. And then by the time you get to August, when you're going to feel a lot better about yourself when the sun is shining on you. And I think that things will feel a lot better by then. But it looks like you have a rough summer ahead of healing, though. It's healing and finding your inner strength and understanding that it is okay to take the time to heal. In fact, it's important. It's important. You don't have to climb the mountain yet. You really don't. So actually, I'm going to put this back like this because I don't think that it's time. I think you need to be resting. But I do think you need to be listening and sorting things out and being willing to open the door when Spirit is knocking and the message that you received for action is let go of anxiety. So don't worry about everything. Things will work out. Rest up, get ready. I feel like this is more of a resting phase, and it's not really about creating. It's about resting and getting ready. So, how would you do your new moon intentions for this? I would do the gratitude list if I did nothing else. I would look at my life and say, I am so grateful for these people, the situation, this. I would look for the things that I could be grateful for and really focus on that. And then your new moon intention could be to find a community that allows you to be you, that allows you to be your authentic self, where you don't feel like people are playing games, where you get to be you and feel really comfortable in it, so that you can show the world the real you and that you feel comfortable and like it's community, like it's home. So you could set your intention for that. That may take up to 18 months to really create. But the letting go process, the moving forward process, that's coming up. That's coming up with that, what's going on in Cancer, and then what's going to happen in when the sun hits you in August. So, now it's the letting go. It's the resting phase before, then it's the letting go, then the healing will come in, and I think that you find your feet sometime in the next 18 months, which might sound like a really long time, but it goes fast. It really does. All right, so the card you got says forever, but all of the crystals involved have to do with your root chakra. So this is about you grounding down into your root chakra. This is about you taking care of you, making sure your needs are met, that you feel safe, that you feel secure. You do what you need to do to take care of you. And call on St. Michael. The divine is here. They want to help. They want to help. So ask for it. If you want to talk about an angel that'll help you feel secure when everything feels like it's shifting around from under you, like it's a earthquake that just happened, St. Michael. So you can create the stability. It's going to take a little time. First, catch your breath and ask for help. All right? Okay, Leo. That looks tough, but doable. Right? You can do this. All right? You take care, and we'll talk soon.